Hey guys, how are you? David DeFranco here from daviddefranco.com with a long overdue Ask Me Anything video, also known as AMA, and your chance to ask me, well, anything that's on your mind, ranging from technology to daily life videos to even Mexican food. Yes, that's what we're going to talk about in today's AMA video. So let's jump right into it. Oh, and by the way, all these questions were submitted over at twitter.com/DavidDeFranco. So if you want to be included in future AMA videos, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Those links are right below for your convenience. So the first question comes from Lincoln Riddle, and Lincoln says, which do you prefer more, the beach or camping? Well, I gotta say this, they're both great, and they're also very, very different. I really enjoy the beach because it's fun to go down the shore, Seaside Heights in our case, and well, by our, I mean my family and myself. And I just enjoy staring out into the ocean, thinking about life, listening to my music on the beach, enjoying the sights, you know, and the convenience of the boardwalk being right there. I love that feeling of just walking up on the boardwalk for a lunch, you know, a quick cheesesteak from Midway, a slice of pizza from Maruca's, even going to the arcade for an hour or two, and just relaxing. Because when you say the beach, I think of the entire package of the shore, not just sand. I think of, well, obviously the beach itself, the boardwalk, the ocean, the motel, the food, the games, the rides. It's an experience. But then there's camping, which I gotta say I equally enjoy, and actually, it's my new favorite thing about summer because we're still somewhat new to it. I love pulling up in our camper and enjoying our weekend at Driftwood too. It's really nice going to the lake. It's nice playing around with my RC trucks. It's nice taking bike rides. It's nice putting my Apple Watch to use from a fitness perspective. And it's nice to relax. It's really, really nice. And some people may argue, David, it's not real camping. Yes, it is camping. Come on, let's stop with the jokes. It's camping. It's a different form of camping than what you're used to. And if you want to see me do real camping, check out my old camping videos, of which I uploaded years ago. Email. Oh, and by the way, they wouldn't call them campers if they weren't made for camping. So keep that in mind next time your mind seems a little narrow. Just widen it a bit. That's all I'm asking. So Lincoln, great question with a very long answer, so I'm sorry about that. Next question comes from Oslam, and Oslam says, since your opinion has changed on Android, would you consider using it as your daily driver? I thought about it, but I'm not quite there yet, mainly because of two reasons. Number one, I love iCloud integration. I love how everything syncs between my iPhone and my iPad and my Mac, especially because of iMessage. I cannot express enough how convenient iMessage is. The fact that I can answer my text messages right here using Apple's native operating system, that's huge with me. And I say the word native for a reason because I'm sure there are some third-party solutions for Android that allow you to do the same thing. But the fact that it's integrated within iOS from day one, that's huge. And reason number two, this little thing, my Apple Watch. I love my Apple Watch, and well, as of this recording, the Apple Watch does not natively work with the Android operating system. So, I couldn't really get by using an Android phone only. But, am I interested in using Android from a perspective of, you know, shooting photos, shooting videos, and just having fun with it in general? Hell freaking yes, because I love my LG G4. It's an outstanding phone with with the best camera I've ever seen on a phone. It's that good. Next question comes from Riley Horan, and Riley says, what has been your biggest hurdle in your career as a content producer? Probably revenue. And I think this goes for pretty much every other content creator out there because, well, essentially, I am my own boss and everything is up to me. I don't have other people doing the work for me. I do everything by myself. And actually, guys, I prefer it that way because that way I know I have full and 100% control over everything that I create. It's not that I don't trust others in general. I just don't trust others with my content. But anyway, Jesus, David, just shut up. You talk too much. This varies throughout the year. For example, the holidays. Content creators can make a killing during the holidays. But when April comes around, revenue, it goes like this. Boom! Last month's revenue, I can't give exact earnings, but last month's revenue earnings were probably my lowest in years. But it's only from an advertising perspective. Patreon, however, has saved my butt. Patreon is making a significant difference in how I can enjoy my everyday life as a content creator. Not only has it helped me be financially more secure, but it has also helped me be able to spend more money on gear that can improve my content, such as those cameras that I've been going through, and my Apple Watch, and the list goes on and on. So Radley, I hope that answers your question. Obviously, there's a lot of moving pieces to this, but revenue is always my biggest concern. But lately, I gotta say, I've been doing pretty well. Next question comes from Matthew Musselwhite, and Matthew says, how often do you find yourself using Amazon Echo and the Apple Watch? Well, Amazon Echo I use every day, mainly because of the music. I just love saying, Alexa, play something relaxing. Or Alexa, play my Jet radio station on Pandora. That's very cool. And the Apple Watch, well, I use it every day. I love it. Anthony Menegoni, a longtime supporter of mine. Anthony says, would you ever do collaborations with other YouTubers, large and small? Honestly, I'm not sure. It's not because I don't like working with others. It's just that I'm not into the whole collaboration scene. And I know that's very bad to admit as a content creator, but as I said before, I prefer to do everything myself. And unfortunately, that may transfer into never doing a collaboration with another YouTuber unless they're right there on site, so I can actually talk to them and see them and collaborate ideas with them. So those are just my views. I'm not against collaborations in general because they are a great way of growing your channel. So don't be like me. Go out there, look for collaborative ideas and experiences and opportunities and take advantage of them. Gian, that little parentheses helps. Thank you, Gian. I really hope I'm saying that right. Gian says, are you a fan of Chipotle? If not, what's your favorite Mexican restaurant? First of all, shout out to Gian because I found her through Gary V, which I think is really cool. And ever since then, we've been following each other on Twitter. Am I a fan of Chipotle? I can't say yes or no because I've never tried it. I know, people are gonna hate me for saying that. I've just never tried it. So what is your favorite Mexican restaurant? I don't really have a favorite Mexican restaurant, to be honest. And I'm just kind of smiling here because I'm gonna say this. Taco Bell? I know that's horrible to say. And I rarely have Taco Bell, but when I do, I love it. But then again, I'm not that picky. I mean, if I'm gonna have tacos, I prefer to make them myself. I mean, I love tacos. It's one of my favorite foods out there. But if I have to eat tacos, you know, not at home, then I would go to Taco Bell. I've had Moe's before. Moe's is pretty good. And I've had Surf Taco at Seaside Heights. That's pretty good. That's like all natural, like as fresh as you can get tacos. But I guess Taco Bell. I know, that's just bad. And I even feel bad just saying that. Trev Havel says, which do you like better, waffles or pancakes? Pancakes. They're just more satisfying. I don't dislike waffles, I just prefer pancakes. But when I do think of waffles, Leslie Knope from Parks and Recreation. She always comes to mind. And I just finished that show, actually, the very last season. What an awesome, awesome show. I mean, I'm not even into politics whatsoever, but Parks and Rec is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. And it's actually up there with The Office. And that's saying a lot. Check it out if you're looking for a new show to enjoy. Noah Bundonis says, are you going to Seaside Heights the same time this year as every other year? Keep on producing great content, thanks. Simple answer, yes I am. Sort of. Max Fitzpatrick says, Xbox One or PS4? I've said this in the past and I'll gladly say it again. I don't like playing favorites because I strongly believe in this statement. Each and every gaming console out there has its pros and its cons. And I like all of my consoles equally. But I will say this, lately I've been playing my PlayStation 4 the most, mainly because of PlayStation Plus. I love me some PlayStation Plus, especially with games like Guacamelee. Guacamelee is probably the most fun I've had with a side scroller in a long time. It's a good game. You need to check it out. The combat system is so awesome. It's very satisfying, and it's actually quite funny. And well, honestly, I've also been playing a lot of GTA Online with my friends Chris, Tiff, no, not Tiff. Tiff doesn't play on PS4. Chris, Joey, and Danny Minnick. So, shout out to you guys. You are my crew in GTA Online. I love it. It's so much fun. Actually, last night we were up till 5 a.m. Yes, 5 a.m. Hence why I might look a little tired today, but I don't really feel that tired. Next question comes from Ewan Bryson. I hope I said that right. Ewan Bryson says, what are your future ideas regarding the Apple Watch and Amazon Echo? Well, the Apple Watch, I definitely want better integration. Well, okay, hold on. Rewind a bit. First thing I want is native apps. We need native apps, and that will definitely be happening next month with WWDC 2015. That's going to be an awesome conference. Definitely keep an eye on that. But besides native apps, I definitely want home automation integration. I strongly believe that home automation will be making a significant impact in the lives of consumers everywhere within the next 5 years. Picture this, guys. Imagine walking up to your front door, raising your Apple Watch or Android Wear Watch, whatever you prefer to use, up to your door, and your front door unlocks. That's really cool. Now, I do understand this technology is already here. I believe there's something called Smart Lock or something like that, which lets you into your house using your iPhone. So it's kind of like my Ring Video doorbell, except it's a lock, which is pretty cool. But as of today, and as far as I can tell anyway, there has yet to be that huge brand that makes it the norm. Someone like Apple. It always takes someone like Apple to make something the norm. Look what they did to the smartphone market. Look what they did to the tablet market. And look what they're currently doing with the smartwatch market. And guys, honestly, I see no reason why Apple cannot do the same in the home automation market. Now, I don't see Apple making their own physical devices, but with HomeKit, I see other brands latching onto that kit and making devices that actually work with our current devices, such as our Apple Watch, iPhone, iPad, and even other platforms like Android and Windows Mobile. So those are my thoughts. I'm hoping Apple's HomeKit can change the world in a way. I know that sounds dramatic, but when you think about all those little situations adding up to one big experience, that's what it's all about. It's about getting into your front door without having to fumble through the keys in the dark, which I do all the time, and it's very annoying. And guys, that is just the beginning. Imagine this as well, pulling into your driveway and your lights automatically come on inside your house, or your coffee maker turns on when you wake up, or your shower turns on as soon as you wake up or within 5 minutes of your wake up time. Home automation could be huge, so do not underestimate its abilities. Wow, that's a whole other topic that I could talk about for probably hours. The next and final question comes from Dark Mist, and this is kind of a sad one. Dark Mist says, what are your thoughts on the current state of the iPod line? Do you see it going anywhere in the future? Is iPod dead? First of all, yes, the iPod is dead. Maybe. I mean, I have a very, very small feeling that Apple will come out with a new iPod Touch at some point in the near future. Don't hold your breath though. But in general, I gotta say yes, the whole iPod brand is dead. Hey, it's not because the iPod sucks, it's just because we've moved past that time in our daily lives as tech consumers and prosumers and all that good stuff. And nowadays, it's all about iPhones, iPads, and even Apple Watches. So the future is bright, and I cannot wait to see what Apple comes out with next. Hopefully a new Apple TV. That's really what I want next. So Apple, if you're watching, please. Alright guys, there you go. Another very successful Ask Me Anything video. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this. But as always, I want to keep hearing from you. Tweet me, Facebook me, Instagram me, even email me, all that good stuff. That information is right below for your convenience. As always, thank you so much for your support. These questions were a lot of fun to answer, and this is just the beginning. Keep them coming in. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you in my next video. It's time to eat some lunch because I'm hungry. You didn't need to know that, but that's what I like to do. I like to put a personal spin on my video.